The Nazca Desert is famous for hundreds of geoglyphs. But one shape should not exist. Not in 200 BCE. Not with the tools the Nazca people had. And yet, it lies there. Perfect. Geometrically impossible. Its angles align with a ratio modern mathematicians. Only discovered 2,000 years later. No records. No known influence. Just precision carved into sand, waiting to be seen from above. You'll have good luck today if you like and subscribe, and you'll understand why by the end of this video. But there's more. Near its southern edge, a faint symbol appears, so subtle that decades of researchers overlooked it. A hidden triad of shapes, and its meaning might rewrite the history of the Nazca Lines entirely. Late afternoon, the sun hanging low, Marta Salcedo traced the southern edge of the impossible Nazca figure. 30 meters from the main lines, something caught her eye. A shallow marking, faint, almost erased by centuries of wind and sand. Not part of the known geoglyph. Not decorative, but deliberate. A precise triad of shapes etched into the plateau. She crouched closer, feeling the grain of the sand. The incision was too narrow to have been made with traditional Nazca tools. No wooden stakes, no ropes. The grooves were meticulous, mathematical, almost modern. When Marta reported it, her supervisor dismissed the find, said it was modern contamination, said nothing could be concluded, but a forgotten photograph from 1941, long before contemporary visitors, shows the same triad in the exact location. It wasn't contamination. It wasn't new. It was intentional. The triad's pattern matches markings in a German observatories, 19th century star charts, catalogued to track anomalous celestial events. Angles, ratios, repeating sequences. No Nazca tool could account for this. Marta's insistence on excavation was denied. Quietly, officially, no significant findings. Her notes went into private collections, inaccessible to the public. When satellite surveys revisited the plateau in 2005, they discovered a second faint symbol, not beside the figure, not above it, but inside it, embedded in the forbidden shape itself. The discovery hinted at a knowledge level that spanned centuries, and possibly continents. Who left these marks, and why hide them in plain sight, beneath the world's most famous geoglyph?
Chapter 2. The Hidden Mark. Inside the impossible shape. However, what followed shattered every assumption. The 2005 satellite survey wasn't aimed at studying the Nazca Lines. It was a calibration test for a new imaging array. But one technician noticed something extraordinary. A shallow depression running against the direction of the main geoglyph's grooves. Inside, the impossible figure. It shouldn't have existed. Nazca builders used wide trenches. Anything cut later would be obvious. Yet this mark was subtle, deliberate, and mathematically precise. The imagery revealed a ratio, a perfect ratio, absent from any other known Nazca art. Researchers initially dismissed it. But independent analysts confirmed the mark's consistency. Angles unchanged, depth uniform. The ratio perfectly mirrors a diagram in a 1617 manuscript by a Spanish Jesuit, describing desert furrows aligning with a heavenly sign invisible in daylight. Scholars ignored the text for decades, calling it exaggerated. Yet the hidden mark aligns with the priest's description. Further analysis suggested this mark wasn't merely symbolic. It could only be triangulated from the air, a coordinate invisible to anyone walking the desert floor. Someone designed it intentionally for observation from above, centuries before aviation existed. Then came the chilling implication. The hidden mark, combined with the faint triad discovered by Marta, forms a pattern that could map another location, a point on Earth, distant, precise, and deliberately referenced. In 2011, a mathematician compared the ratio to global ancient structures. Only one other site matched. A structure thousands of miles away, built by a civilization that had no known contact with the Nazca. The impossible was expanding, and its pattern hinted at something far larger than any researcher had imagined. Chapter 3. The match. No one wanted to admit. But no one expected what came next. Dr. Elias Kahn, a mathematician obsessed with patterns, analyzed the hidden Nazca ratio. He ran it against a global database of ancient geometries. Most results were dismissed immediately, except one, a structure in Giza. Not the Great Pyramid, not the Sphinx enclosure, a lesser-known valley temple. Stone blocks aligned with a precision modern engineers still struggle to replicate, and inside, a microfracture on a limestone slab mirrored the hidden Nazca ratio to 2 decimal places. Cold resonance, 2 continents, 2 civilizations separated by oceans and millennia, yet sharing identical geometric signatures. In a 1968 archive folder, Elias found an unsigned note. The desert line and the temple stone follow the same sky path. No author, no date, no explanation. He tried publishing his findings, rejected 3 times. Peer reviewers claimed coincidence, pattern seeking, pareidolia. Within a year, Elias left academia. His final lecture: if 2 distant structures share the same flaw, then maybe it isn't a flaw. Elias hinted at a 3rd site, even harder to access, one that confirmed the repeating geometry, but he never named it, only a cryptic clue. Somewhere the ocean meets the equator. The mystery was no longer local, it was global, and it was deliberately hidden.
Chapter 4. The Coastline Clue. But the investigation twisted again. Somewhere the ocean meets the equator. Most assumed Ecuador or the Galapagos, but Elias' former student revealed a detail kept secret for decades. He studied pre-Columbian maritime routes, not the well-documented ones, disputed coastal currents, navigable by observation of stars and tides. And one location kept recurring in Elias' notes: Cabo Blanco, northern Peru. A stretch of shoreline where deep ocean currents rise to the surface, visible to ancient sailors navigating without instruments. In 1982, construction exposed a buried stone platform near the village. Archaeologists assumed it was a fishing terrace. But Elias observed a groove on one stone, narrow and angled, the same angle as the hidden Nazca incision. Another repetition of the impossible geometry. Beside the platform was a second stone, partially buried, facing downward. When flipped, it revealed 3 shallow marks, the same triad found at Nazca. 3 sites, 3 identical geometric markers. The angles traced ancient maritime lines across the Pacific. Could these be coordinates? Markers? A map hidden in stone? Elias photographed everything and requested preservation. Local officials dismissed him. Storm damage, non-cultural site, no funding. Seasonal rains buried the platform again. Access vanished, and Elias' notes end mid-sentence. The 3 marks point toward the one place where the geometry ends. In 2019, a drone over Nazca recorded a faint reflection under the impossible figure. Buried, metallic, aligned to the same impossible angles. The line from desert to coast wasn't just theoretical. It existed, physically. Chapter 5: The Buried Object. No one expected what lay beneath the desert. The 2019 drone team returned to Nazca with ground-penetrating radar. 2 meters under the surface, something solid appeared. Not natural, not a void. A metallic object shaped to match the impossible geoglyph above. Its density was unknown in 200 BCE. No bronze, no iron, something heavier, something deliberately buried. The radar revealed a tiny cavity lined with shallow triad marks, repeating the shapes Marta and Elias had seen. 2 millennia of sand had preserved these subtle carvings beneath stone. Permits for excavation were denied. Public access blocked. Yet whistleblowers suggested the object's orientation pointed toward the Pacific, as if a navigational device, a signal, or a message. Then, in 2021, satellite imaging revealed the impossible. The buried object casts a shadow only during the equinox, mirroring the figure above, a deliberate alignment with sun and geography. 3 layers now: the visible figure, the hidden incision, the buried metallic object, all interacting, all precise, all unexplained. Some researchers speculate the object contains inscriptions. Linguistic, numeric, symbolic. No one has seen them. No one knows who placed them, or why. The desert guards its secrets, and the impossible shape remains both marker and mystery. Chapter 6: The Point Beyond the Plateau. No one expected what came next. Elias' final cryptic line was literal. The geometry ends somewhere. The angles of the forbidden figure, the hidden incision, and the buried object all trace a straight line southwest, across the Nazca Plateau, over the Pacific coastline, ending at a remote, uninhabited island. Volcanic, isolated, no recorded human structures. A local fisherman in 1987 swore he found a shallow stone platform on the island, flat, marked like the Nazca Lines. No photos exist. His testimony is buried in untranslated regional archives. Satellite imagery reveals faint linear patterns mirroring the impossible. Nazca shape, Tiny, subtle, miniature geoglyphs hidden from the world. Why continue the geometry there? No population, no known culture, nothing in history. One theory suggests the island was a destination, a place to observe, deposit, transmit. The Nazca figure may not have been a drawing alone. It could be a signal, a map, and a message spanning millennia. Instruments detect anomalous magnetism along the line from Nazca to the island, as if the figure above, the buried object below, and the island itself were one system, a system no living person can fully understand. The impossible shape reaches beyond the desert, beyond the coastline, into the unknown. Now it's your turn. We've traced a forbidden shape across Nazca, inside a buried metallic object. And all the way to a remote island, 3 competing theories emerge. 1. Rational. The Nazca were master surveyors. Their impossible figure is coincidence amplified by modern measurement. Similar geometry appears elsewhere purely by chance. 2. Strange. An unknown ancient civilization with global reach. A network connecting South America, Egypt, and Pacific Islands. They transmitted knowledge we've never documented. 3. Forbidden. An advanced tool or device, buried, metallic, and magnetic, interacting with the sun, ocean, and earth geometry. A message, a guide, or a system intentionally hidden from history. If you were the detective, which clue would you trust? Which would you ignore? Angles, hidden triads, and the shadow-casting object. One may reveal the truth. The others may mislead. The impossible shape challenges perception. The decision is yours. We like mysteries we can solve. We like patterns we can explain. But some shapes refuse explanation. The forbidden Nazca figure reminds us of our fragility. Civilizations rise. Knowledge is lost. Messages buried for millennia, waiting for eyes that may never arrive. And yet, in that fragility, obsession thrives. The human need to understand, to trace lines across continents, oceans, into the sky, to find meaning in precision where none should exist. The impossible shape doesn't demand answers. It demands attention, reflection, wonder. We peer from above. We scan beneath. We trace the geometry. And still, the final secret remains out of reach. Some truths exist beyond comprehension. Some lines are drawn for eyes we will never see. The Nazca Lines hold hundreds of figures, but the one shape that should not exist remains untouchable, silent, perfect, and pointing somewhere we may never reach. The buried object beneath it, the hidden triads, the distant island, all pieces of a puzzle older than any record, yet stubbornly refusing resolution. Some mysteries are meant to unsettle, not resolve. Some lines are drawn for eyes we will never see. Thank you for watching until the end. If this mystery fascinated you, subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next journey. The truth doesn't sleep. Neither should your curiosity.